Welcome back to another episode, man. Bro, what are we on? Episode 8? Episode 8 now. I think so. Episode 8. If I'm not mistaken. I'm genuinely tripping right now. We're on episode 8. We made it this far. Let's clap it up, guys. I know you can see the Xbox notifications in the background. Ignore that. But yeah, bro, we've been going strong so far on the pod. And for all the people that have tuned in week to week, I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. And again, this wouldn't be a thing without y'all. So, yeah, we just gonna keep it going, staying strong, and as always, like if there's topics that you want me to touch on or look at, then just let me know. Instagram, it's always on the end screen, or it's in my bio on a YouTube, whatever. Either way, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. So today I wanted to kind of touch on like worry and kind of like doubt and like a mix of both, right? Because I was thinking about today, like worry can easily kill your day. Like, simply, worry can kill your day. Worry can kill your future. Worry can kill your life. Take a second. Think about that. How can worry kill your day, kill your life, and kill your future? Because you're too, I don't even know the word, you're too buried in it. Like, you're always stuck in the moment and saying, oh, what is going to happen the next day or the next day or the next day? Or, okay, what if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? I got to have all these things lined up for the next thing to happen. And you got to appreciate the little things. Appreciate the little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worry, it's going to kill you, bro. Like, you just gotta stop stressing and live. Like, you just gotta take a second, step back, breathe, trust God, pray. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna read the chapter, we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna dive more into it. Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. We gon' break it down. First part. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Okay. So, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. You will get to tomorrow. Focus on today. Be in the now. Stay in the moment. And how do you stay in the moment? It's easier said than done, but just taking a second to breathe. And like I said, appreciate the little things. Like if, for example, taking a test in school, take it question by question. Stop thinking about the 50th question on the test and you're only on the 20th. Stay on the 20th. What is happening now? What do I know now? And then I'll get to that 50th question. And, you know, for me, I feel like I have to just give a personal experience. For me, like what helps with, I guess, eliminating worry or stress or just that kind of like extra anxiety over little things is just breathing and like accepting life for what it is. And when I say that, I essentially mean accept that life is going to have its obstacles and its ups and downs and, you know, its struggles, right? And stop trying to always fight against it. Just let it happen. Like, just let it happen. And then you figure out, okay, how do I navigate? How do I navigate this road, and how do I combat against what's happening now? Right? Stop always trying to prevent things from happening, because sometimes if you always try to prevent things from happening, then it's going to come back 10 times even worse than what you wanted it to. And you just got to live. Like you can't always be scared of the next moment to come, because then again you living scared. God don't want you to live scared. What he say? Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Stop living scared for the next day and trying to prepare for the next day. Like it's gonna worry about itself. It'll be fine. Tomorrow ain't gonna come crashing down into today. All right, now let's go to the second part. Each day has enough trouble of its own. You tackle everything day by day. You take a breath and you move forward. You let life happen. Let life happen, bro. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Like, I don't like to stress. I'm not a, like, me personally, I'm not a very stressed individual. Partially, I feel like I try to avoid stress as much as possible, which, like, obviously most you can't entirely for certain things, but it's like little things like, okay, if I do my schoolwork on time, then I won't be so stressed later. Like certain things like that you can avoid and control, but then like there are uncontrollable things that may make you more stressed. Like teacher ends up giving a deadline that's sooner than you expected or something like that, right? But again, me, I don't like to be stressed, bro. I can't do it because my mind starts to shut down, and I just won't work anymore. Like I don't like functioning stressed. So I just let life happen. Like, and let life happen. If you let life happen, I feel like it alleviates all that. And again, I feel like it's oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I feel like it's easier said than done for sure. But it's like, how do you sit back, hand over the wheel, and you know, it's maybe you've been stuck trying to always, I guess, steer the car by yourself, and you never knew how to step back and truly let God take control and trust that everything's going to be okay, or everything's going to work itself out. Like because it is. Like in hindsight, I feel like nothing is ever completely doomed. It's only doomed if you believe that. So the more you keep worrying and stressing about different things, again, it most of the time it may come back and hit you 10 times harder than you really wanted it to. And sometimes you're worrying. Sometimes, half of the time, you're really worrying about nothing. You're giving yourself extra stress and extra anxiety for no reason. And you need to eliminate that to really move forward. And there are like real stresses, but let life happen. Like that's really the moral of today's kind of talk and today's topic. Just letting life happen and breathe. Like, if you get a bad grade on a test, accept it. How do I adjust to that next test, get a better grade? Like, maybe, yeah, obviously, like, before I say anything else, let me put that out there. Worry is natural. Worry is human. We're all human. Like, it's, again, easier said than done. Like, just because I'm saying this now doesn't mean you're ever going to completely, like, rid yourself of worry and you're never going to worry about something a day in your life. No. It's not true at all. And if I was to say that it was true, then I would be completely lying. But what we're trying to talk about and understand is, how do I stop worrying to the extent that it's completely throwing off my day or knocking me off balance for the next things that are coming ahead? Excuse me. Or it's rubbing into what I have tomorrow. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Stop letting that worry control you and consume you. And again, be in the now, be in the moment. Focus on today. Today has enough struggles of its own. The day has enough struggles of its own. So just be. And sometimes, like, just being, you can find it in a song, you can find it in playing the game, like something. Find a tool or a strategy that helps you to just breathe, right? And give that stress away. And that's the hard thing is, again, like, sometimes you driving that car all the time. You don't know how to just turn on autopilot and let the car steer itself because you're scared. If you tired driving on the road, would you rather push autopilot, or would you rather keep trying to steer yourself because you're so worried about autopilot malfunctioning? Which one would you take? Which one's more of a risk here? You being tired, or car automatically on autopilot when it's built for that? It's built to drive on its own. It's built to be steered or to steer someone. You're built to be steered by God. I just cooked. I might have just cooked. Now you pick the route. Oh, I just cooked. You're meant to be steered by God. And when God's steering, you get to pick the route. But what happens at said destination is all up to you. And as long as you follow God, it'll work out. Oh my gosh. Yo, why did I just cook? Did I cook? I might have cooked. I feel like I cooked. But yeah, like, bro, God is that pilot. God is the built-in pilot to us. And when we get tired of dealing with our own stress and our own worry, do we A, lean on to someone else, B, stay in that stress and worry, or C, make the stress and worry even worse and keep building on and thinking about tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, and we make things worse? I would want to choose option A. Like, at a point, you gotta be tired of always feeling the same way 24/7. Like, I had a quote I was reading the other day. I forgot where it's from, but essentially it said, what you're not changing, you're choosing. And it's as straightforward as that. What you're not changing, you're choosing. You choose to continuously worry all the time and not find ways to alleviate the stress. And, like, for instance, I'll go back to school or something like that. You keep getting these assignments and you tell yourself 1 week, you got a lot of assignments 1 week, right? And you say to yourself, dang, I'm not trying to keep dealing with all this work piled up and I had to do it in 1 day. Then you say that. You say you're going to change. Okay, next week. Next week comes around. Same exact thing happens. You do all the work 1 day. Then third week comes around. Same thing. You don't, work piles up 1 day. Then another week. Now it's a month. You piling all the work up on the same day. At a point, you choosing to procrastinate. You choosing to let all this work build up. And that's on you. But how do you want to combat that? When is your breaking point, and when is the final point to choose a different route? Because if you keep going down the same route all the time, you're not going to get anywhere. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And if you decide to try out different routes or different avenues, and you adjust, and you learn to live life, adjust and learn to live life and accept life for life, then you start to alleviate the extra stress and extra worry. And be able to bend, be able to be molded, and be able to just, again, adjust. That's it. Like, life's gonna throw its obstacles and its different things at you, but how do you not keep yourself so worked up and so stressed out about the next moment? You live. Do what you can control. Obviously, right? Do what? Focus on the controllable. Okay? And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? But again, focus on the controllable. Focus on the now, and let life be life. And accept that, okay, as long as you do everything in your control, then the worry's gonna be gone. So that's the key. Do what you have to do. And then obviously, again, worry's natural, but don't let it get to the point to where it consumes your whole day or it throws you off for the whole week or something like that, right? Let life be life. Adjust. Be flexible. And, just be able to move, bro. But, yeah. I know this one's kind of short today, but this was just kind of what was on my mind and what I was thinking about. And, again, that's really how it always is, too. Like I said before, like, I kind of have, like, a semi-idea of what I want to touch on overall, but I just go with the spirit, bro. Let God speak through me to speak through others. But if you made it this far, thank you for listening, as always. And whatever time of day it is, morning, afternoon, night, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for listening to the previous podcast. Or even if you're new, go tap into the previous podcast. I'm on YouTube. YouTube's J29, J-A-Y-Y-Y, J with 3 Y's, 29. Then we're on Spotify and Apple Podcast at the Real Talk Podcast. Oh, definitely go tune in.